Hey guys, Triple J here. I decided I'm gonna do something a little bit different and make this as like a little way for you guys to know me a bit better. So I'm doing like a video of 10 things you may or may not know about me. There is no particular order. It's not from like smallest thing to biggest thing. It's nothing like that. So let's just get on with it, eh? Number one, I have an account on this app called Sing. I do some covers and fan dubs on there, and my profile is called Triple J95. And they can, even if you don't have the app, you can check them out on smule.com. I usually put quite a couple every couple of weeks or so, sometimes more, but sometimes less. It all really depends on what I'm doing. If you check any of them out, leave a comment. You can leave comments on the recording. So if you check them out, leave one on there saying like leave a comment of what you thought or something like that and put hashtag flimflamp or something like that at the end. So I know it was one of you guys. And I probably shouldn't do something like this, but this is a short thing of one I did recently.
Cause I know I can treat you better than he can, and any girl like you deserves a gentleman. Are you? Tell me, why are we wasting time? I know you're wasting crime when you should be with me instead. I know I can treat you better than he can.
Number two, as a lot of you should know, I have epilepsy, but you may not know the amount. In the 9 years or so that I've had epilepsy, I've had at least 15 seizures that I can remember. 6 of them have actually been while I'm asleep. But with the thought of, not only can I not remember all of them, I don't know when they happen to me when I'm sleeping, so I could have had 20 more and not know. Number 3. Quite a few of you know I've written horror stories, rap battles, I'm working on a song, but what you may not know is about my very first 3 stories were not horror. They were in fact children's stories. And I actually made the main character, like, they're all based on Puss in Boots. I made my own story for Puss in Boots. So that was my first 3 stories, and then I somehow transferred to horror. Number 4. The very first horror game I ever played was Project Zero, or Fatal Frame, depending on where you live, on the PlayStation 2. My parents got it for me when they went out shopping, but didn't come home until night time, and said, "Do not play this until tomorrow." And it was pretty late at night. But I started thinking, it's just a game. It can't be that bad. About 5 minutes later, I've walked into my parents' bedroom, woken them up, and asked to sleep with them, like in their room, because I was too scared to be alone. That's how I found out I am a huge fucking coward. Number 5. When I was in choir at school, I was told that I had to learn a solo in less than 15 minutes. Because I was asked to do a solo beforehand, but 15 minutes before one had to be done, I got moved to that one. So I had to learn all the words in 15 minutes. I can't remember the entire thing, but what I can remember from it is flower, power, hair and hippies, protest marches through the cities, Sergeant Pepper led the band, spread the beat across the land. So, yeah, that's what I can remember. Anyway, number 6. When I was a baby, instead of a lullaby to send me to sleep, my dad would sit me on his knee and sing me the alphabet, and I would actually fall asleep. Part of me thinks that's the reason I love words so much, because my favorite subject is actually English, and I love writing, as you know. Part of me thinks maybe that's part of the reason. Anyway, number 7. When I was in my young schooling years, everyone was put into reading groups, so then we could all learn to read at our own pace. But I was not put in one. The teachers could not figure out what group to put me in. For one reason, I could read almost anything, even medical books. But it didn't mean I knew what it meant, and that was the problem. I could read words like mitochondria, but I had no idea what it meant. So they couldn't figure out what group to put me in because they had no idea what words I knew and what I could just read. Alright, number 8. During one of my higher schooling years, I actually had, embarrassing to admit, I had a crush on one of my teachers. Because of this, I would finish a term's worth of work in less than 3 weeks, just to impress them, even though they were already married. And of course, I'm going to keep my year level secret. I'm going to keep the teacher and my subject all secret because that might become weird. Anyway, number 9. When I was in kindergarten, I actually had no outside play time. The teachers noticed I had a little bit of trouble remembering tasks because if they sent me like 5 things, I would remember 2 or 3 and forget the rest. So when all the other kids were sent outside, I was kept inside, and they gave me a list of tasks to do to try to improve my memory. As much as it's not great that they kept me aside when it was time that I should be playing, they did think they were trying to help, which I do like. And this was after I helped fix their computer, so I feel like they were trying to like repay kind of thing. Anyway, the final one. When I was a lot younger, I actually had a speech impediment. I would, like almost every other kid, I would pronounce my R's as W. So instead of rail, I would say whale. But they went on, like, kids usually run out of that about, I'm not 100% sure, but I think about 5 or 6. I was about 8, 9 years old, and I was still doing it. But there are times where it does kick back in, and I'll do it again for either a couple of words or a sentence or 2. So, yeah, like, maybe I'm not 100% over it, but, yeah. So, those are 10 things you may or may not know about me. This isn't technically a challenge, but I would like to nominate a few people to do this kind of thing as well. So my nose is a little blocked. There are 3 people I would like to see do this. There's Jeff, obviously, from Jeff Music Man. Joel from Top Hat Towers. And last but not least, I would also like to see... Oh, actually, I had about... I only wanted to do 3, but I actually had a couple of them. No, stop. And Shazza. I would like to see those 3 do this as well. And then, if they do, they can nominate other people, and we can all learn more about each other. So, it doesn't have to be anything gigantic or drastic. Just, it could be 10 small things we don't know about you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. There's not going to be a whole lot of special things going on because I'm using a very slow laptop. So, but yeah, I hope I can see all of you guys like participating in this just so we can learn more about you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye 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 bye.